Hi there. Let's do our sound check, and I will check your messages and say hello to everyone. I hope you can hear me. Um, Hi Garnet and Donald and Kenan and Shadrika and Kenny and Beta and Verby and Bonnie and everyone else who hasn't typed in their name. Hi, I said Verby, yep. Hello, hi Stefan, Matthew, Yvonne. Feels like forever. Can you hear me? Someone tell me if you can hear me. I'm waiting. Yes, Verby, thank you so much. And you can see me. Good. Oh my goodness. The last three weeks since my last stream, I missed two, has been so harrowing. It's I'm calling it mock COVID. Hi Floyd from Deutschland, because the symptoms was just so the same, and I had constant negative results on the lateral flow and the PCRs and everything. It was such an amazing challenge, I have to say. I couldn't hear. I couldn't speak. I couldn't even think, create. I was just couch potato. And for a while it was really annoying, I have to say, very sad and worrying that, oh my God, is this going to be me for the rest of my life? Don't think I wanted that. But what's interesting is now that I'm getting everything back, it feels like emotionally there's been a clearing. Somewhere deep inside, a clearing. And I had a dawning this morning, looking back at that whole experience of not knowing who I am. That, in a way, is part of one of the spiritual trainings, is to have your mind completely wiped. Fortunately, it's coming back. And what I want to know is how you guys are doing. Let me, what have you been up to? Couch potato, it's your regular thing. Glad you're feeling better, back. Yeah, me too. Karen, it sounds like your daughter's COVID experience. Isn't it? I don't understand why all of my tests and the PCR came out negative. Whereas Alice, our first daughter, before me, had positive, and she went through all the same symptoms that I did. I hope my immune system's stronger now. Certainly it was a spiritual challenge. Karen, you're shoveling lots of snow. Remind me where you live, please. Thank you, Donald. Thank God many times over. I don't know what the lesson was. Maybe it'll be revealed eventually. But as you know, weeks ago I was doing the illustrations for a children's book called Red Cap. And I have to say, I have finished them. I have drawn 20 illustrations. And so the team is going to start making the format of them. And next week I'll show you. You're in Colorado. Okay, I've not been to Colorado yet. I'd quite like to go there and be in the mountains and things like that. Burpee, I have heard that. Even the national health doctor that I saw several times in this said that they're not always accurate, at least the flow tests. That's why they encouraged me to do a PCR. Hi, Anne. I am feeling very, well, not totally, but I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know. That'd be Floyd. I want to see translation. And what does it say? It doesn't want to translate it. My heart goes burn, burn when I see you. Where are you from, Floyd? Are you from Germany itself? 60 degrees in Ohio. Vince. Hi, Vince. Took a bike ride. That's good. Very good. Get out amongst the air. So, normally I don't talk about world politics and things, and I don't really want to talk about that part, but I do want to see what your feelings about this Ukrainian situation without going too deep. Hi, Bruno. I saw some of your images. Did you have a lovely time in Gran Canaria? How is Dominique? Well, what I want to, hang on, living next to the big country, I have been really scared, Burpee said. Yeah, the air must be good, Vince. Because it's what's, I was talking the last time we had a live, which was very interrupted by the wind. I think it was a premonition of what was to come. There's something's happened in the nuclear age, and it's sort of, we're creating a new species, a new way of dealing with life. That is, we're realizing that we're energetic, psychic beings in a human body. And before the World War II and the nuclear age arrived, we used to just worry about being a good neighbor, a good person. And hi, Denise, you're not too late. Yvonne's saying something very interesting. Someone once said to me that the body reacts with illness when the soul takes a step in development and needs time and rest to integrate the new experience. I would like to look at things that way, for sure. It's just in the middle of it. There was no defining anything, knowing anything, which is part of that process, which I have spent most of my life dedicated to. And it's been before COVID, probably a couple of years before COVID came, a lot of us in my immediate spiritual circle had the feeling, and we have said yes, that things were shifting energetically, and every year something got more intense and directed to it, and each time we had to say more. And this time, I knew with COVID that's what it felt like. And moving to the new Gingerland, smaller place, and doing smaller pieces of art instead of very tall ones. And it will come back. I just have to learn how to bring it all down into smaller pictures. It's a very interesting experience. And I knew coming here that there was something new formulating in me. And I think, Yvonne, you've got hit the nail on the head, as they say. That I had to not hear, not see, not speak, because I had an eye infection as well. It's a bit like that sculpture of hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Hi, Francine. Hi, Richard. Yep. And does anyone else have any things to share? Tonight is the night. I want to know, how are you doing? No worries, Richard. You're not really late. It's all in the right moment. Everything's perfect. What I want to do is show you some images that a friend sent to me this week that I love very much, and I thought they would be appropriate for this evening. Apparently, these angels appeared over Kiev just at the end of last week, I think. Quite amazing. As you know, I feel very close to the angelic presence and really want us to remember that it's in us at all times. And sometimes we need a bigger reminder, and these are, I hope it really helped the hearts of the people there. I don't know what more we can do. Verby doesn't know exactly how she's doing, but she knows she's doing. I think I'm a good Floydian. Bruno, how can you ask such a question? You're one of the main people supporting the Floyd music and fan page and things. How can you doubt such a thing? And I do know that you absolutely adore it. So let's see. Denise says, I had my review at work, which always makes me anxious, but there's no reason to be. What does a review mean? What's your work, Denise? Great, Donald. We're following your process of getting better and better. Karen is getting chills at the angel images. Yeah, it's going to be the focus of our meditation tonight. I'm just reading some of the messages. Well, you know, I think what's interesting is if you look at the evolution of consciousness, of humanity, we have to find the oneness of our humanity with each other within our being individuals. Unique, every one of us, but there is a place within us that we're all one. And that's what angels are here when they touch you individually, it usually means that you're touching the oneness in yourself. But humanity is evolving so that, as I said earlier, that we're moving from material concepts of what life is to a more energetic one. And to do that, it will help the globalness. So that if you take COVID, for example, that was a global experience of humanity. And we're still working through it. And I think there's a deeper purpose of it that will rise our consciousness about how unified we are in our differences. And now with this, another level of realizing that we're one together and how to help. It's I really think there's a higher purpose for it. The angels are there, but maybe I hope they slow down, because there's such a karmic experience there that they're having to go through. All of us need to look at life in a different way. Yeah. Verb B. We have a worse COVID situation than ever, and they have now removed all restrictions except we are still wearing masks, but not everyone is. I know they're the same here. Yvonne's saying, yes, these are absolutely amazing. It was so touching to see these pics a few days ago. Angels are there. So if what's been in my mind about all of this and what we should focus on tonight, once we realize that we're energetic beings, we have a different responsibility for what our thoughts and actions are. And we also have a power to take that responsibility. We can use our hearts to direct what our thoughts and our actions do every day. And I certainly, in this last process, had to really work on that so that I didn't stay. It just felt like I was stepped on by a huge negative cloud with great weight. And to come through it, to accept it, look at it, work on it, was quite a challenge. So, yeah. Coming back to your comments about COVID right now, there has to be an interchange in our mentality, in our hearts, and we're still working on that. So, I'm not surprised, because humanity's got to shift to a being that focuses on love and unity and understanding and compassion more. And we're not there yet, because the rule book of life has really been hammered into us about being competitive, and your life means more by how many things you collected. And yes, Donald, I wear a mask even though I have the vaccinations and all. And as I said, I don't know what I experienced in the last few weeks, but I still think I should wear a mask. And I do. So I want to really go into doing the meditation this evening and how we can focus on that and understand from our hearts how our thoughts can have a great touching aspect for the world and bring in the angels more and have the true balance of life to appear in our lives. I know, Verby, we're all still learning, but at least you have a vision and to try. So let me, hi Lisa, so let me put the image up that I want us to focus on. It's one of my favorite ones, I have to say. Here we are, and here she comes. As you know, this is the angel of compassion. And years ago, I donated a sculpture called the Angel of Might to the Red Cross to raise money for various events that they were doing, helping people. And the reason why I gave them the Angel of Might is that the will, your will, needs to get stronger and stronger so that you stand behind the fact that we must work with the compassion that radiates into the world and touches you and heals you. And the Red Cross, for me, their will is aligned so that all the heart help that they do actually is empowered. So, if you can, let's sit in a comfortable position with your hands on your hips or in a mantra, mudra, if you do that, or if you have to lie down, that's okay too. Take a few moments to feel the light of the angel of compassion coming to you. Feel it touch your heart and relax your breathing. So on the in-breath, take the light into your body, hold it, and release. Breathe the angel into your body, hold it, and release. Breathe the angel, its love and light, into your body, and hold it, and release. Breathe in. Close your eyes and take the light to your heart. Relax. Be still. Breathe in the light and the love into your heart and release. Breathe in Hold it and release. Once again, breathe in, hold it, and release. And from your heart, spread this light and love slowly throughout all of your being, and fill all the shadow and the hurt and the longing and the depression with its healing light and love. And breathe in, hold it on those places, and release. Breathe in, hold it, and release. Now take this light and love down through your legs and send it to the earth. And be one with the earth. Breathe in and hold this unity and release. This time bring the energy all the way up, healing, soothing your body and out the top of your head, and hold hands with the angel above. Breathe in, hold it, and release. Breathe in the unity of the angel and Mother Earth, and you are the messenger. Breathe in, feel it, and release. Now take the energy of above and below into your heart. And see a crystalline light within. Now expand it out into the room where you are, and fill the room with the radiance of the heaven and the earth and this crystal. This is your sanctuary where you are safe. Breathe in and hold it, feel it, and release. Breathe in, be still, and release. Now expand this radiant, loving, healing energy of light out to your villages, to your town, further to your country, and fill that area with the color of amethyst, the color of protection, of strength. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, feel its strength, and breathe out. Breathe in and feel the love within, the light, the strength, and breathe out. So now let's expand this quality of love and light and amethyst of strength around the entire globe, to heal the hearts of mankind, fill it with love and light, and surround it with the aura of amethyst, of protection, of strength, to live the highest heart within us and celebrate the diversity, the uniqueness of every individual, and at the same time we are one, the same energetic being. We are one in love, in light, and strength. Sit quietly in that space. So now let's return slowly back to our country, to our town, our village, our home. Our sanctuary, and slowly return to your heart and take all of that energy and place it in the crystal within. Place your hands over your heart and breathe in, hold it, and release. Breathe in, hold it, and release. Breathe in, hold it, and release. Together, let's say, I am one, I am love, I am strength, I am healed. So in your own time, please return to our stream. So, what's going on with you, Donald and Matthew? Check all the messages. Right. Okay, we're talking about Matthew. First off, Matthew is coming back to the UK. He was in California for 3 weeks. And I think he has another gig or two in California, but he hasn't told me when that is. But if nobody's seen his last gig, it was really great. And there is a replay. You're most welcome, Kenny. Thank you for being there. Well, Matthew Eagle, I think you have to listen to the replay. One thing I have to tell everybody, I know Francine, I saw it together with you. It was really good. Red Lights was amazing. And if I and Up and Down and even Crazy, Crazy's been in my brain along with Red Lights. I really, really good. Verpy, you've missed it because of technical difficulties. I was really sad about it. But have you got the link for the replay? Because if you don't, I can send it to you. So you've got the link, but you haven't had time to watch it. Is that what you're saying? He looks really happy, I have to say. Very fulfilled. What was interesting through watching it is because hasn't played with a band in many years. And to watch their unity build by the end of the gig was really special, really special. And at first it was like, what was it? Round and round, up and down. Spinning plates. It was like they were just playing a song. And then eventually, little by little, they were becoming creatively linked. And it was really good. I think Matthew's going to think twice about finding a band. Francine, I've watched it several times so far. It's just, I wonder why. Anyway, I have a small request, and that's my daughter Alice has wound up in the hospital last night. She's home now, and I have to go pick up her prescription as soon as possible, and also her stabilizing tablets. So I would really like to say so long early in order to go and do that, because I'm the only one local that can. And the chemist at the Tesco's stays open till 10 o'clock. So it was easy for me to go after doing my stream. I didn't want to cancel it. So I want to say thank you for all of you to be here. And I must go and rescue my daughter. Yeah. It was her first experience of going in an ambulance. I remember that about 4 years ago. That was something else. Yeah, I hope it'll be a quick recovery. It has something to do with her ears. And not labyrinthitis, just some other something that she had 8 years ago, which has returned. And we think that because of the severe mock COVID she had, might have stimulated this happening again. Thank you, Matthew Eagle and Karen and Denise. She hopes so too, because she can't stand without feeling like she's going around and around. I shouldn't make it laugh at it, but I must go. So thank you. And I will see you next week. And have a good week. Remember, you're an energetic body, and all your thoughts in love can be that angel sending it to the world, or anyone else that you feel it's appropriate. So good night, lovely people. Be well. Be safe. And thank you for coming.